someone that would never do anything for anyone but himself.
That's not the point, Dad. We love Rick. For the most part.
Yeah, you don't love people in hopes of a reward, Dad. You love them unconditionally.
That's very good, kids.
Do you think it's too late for me?
What?
I mean, am I just doomed to be the person that I am? The person in that book? I mean, it's not too late for me, is it? It's not too late. Diane, I need you to tell me that it's not too late.
Bojack,
I need you to tell me that I'm a good person. I know that I can be selfish and narcissistic and self-destructive, but underneath all that, deep down, I'm a good person, and I need you to tell me that I'm good. Diane, tell me, please, Diane, tell me that I'm good.
Question.
What's that?
Well, if just being born is the greatest act of creation, then what are you supposed to do after that? Isn't everything that comes next sort of a disappointment? Slowly entropying until we deflate into a pile of mush?
And it hurts, but it hurts so good. Do you take it? Do you break it off when it hurts? But it hurts so good. Can you say it? Can you say it? Your love is like your love is like it hurts so good.
So what would you say the biggest deception was? What was the biggest lie you were told?
It's not that simple.
Why not?
No, that's the biggest lie I was ever told. It's not that simple. And it's a lie they tell you over and over again.
What's not simple?
Any of it. All of it. It's how they get you to give up. They say it's not that simple, Vinny.
So what's the truth?
That it is. That if you just do the thing that they tell you you can't, then it's done. And you realize it is that simple. That it always
a clear picture in your head of something is going to happen, and a clear belief in that it will happen no matter what. Then nothing can stop it. You know what I mean? It is destined to happen, and that's what happens.
You were named after Mike.
Named after Mike,
wow,
yes.
That shit happened. Yeah.
So, I'll tell you how it happened. My dad was a professional boxer in the late 80s, early 90s, heavyweight. And his hero was you.
Really?
So when I was born August the 12th, 1988, I came into the world and I was 8 weeks premature and I was dying. I wasn't supposed to live. And when I lived, my dad said, I'm going to call you after my favourite heavyweight, Tyson. And the doctor said, no, that's not going to be a good name. He's not going to be very big, this guy.
Really?
When I was born, I only weighed 1 pound in weight. I was tiny.
Wow.
And I grew up to be 6'9" and 265 pounds.
Wow.
Crazy.
Shit.
Sir, you follow your dreams. Fuck what anybody else tells you to do. Follow your dreams. You hear me?
I'll tell you this from experience. Half the stuff that goes through our head isn't even important.
It's probably more than
and
that.
I'm telling you this from fucking experience. It doesn't matter.
I think this is an easy fight for you?
100%. 100%. I cannot be beat by a fighter. Normal fighting man cannot beat the Gypsy King. The only person who can ever beat the Gypsy King is me, Tyson Fury. And I would be that motherfucker's downfall. But the Gypsy King is indestructible. Never ever had problems, never had mental health struggles, never had anything. Tyson Fury is a flawed character. And the only man who can beat the Gypsy King is Tyson Fury.
Every time someone survives like a mass shooting or some terrible fucking earthquake, they always say, you know, I survived for a reason. God saved me for a reason. I have a purpose. And then I think to myself, like, okay, well, what you're saying is that your life is more important than that 6-year-old who died that day, or the newborn who died that day, or anybody fucking else who died that day. Your life has a purpose.
Everybody walks around and they go like, why am I depressed? Well, it's because you're trying to be something for the world, you know? And as soon as you let that go, better things happen because they're just happening. but it's not, you know, now it's just sadness. You know, sadness comes, happiness comes, it's weather that flies by in the sky. It doesn't sit on you long enough to drown you, you know.
Is that not unhealthy? I don't know. Do I look unhealthy? Take a look at this physique. I'm in phenomenal shape, in body and mind. To me, what's unhealthy is living an unhealthy life. To me, what's unhealthy is getting up and going through the same day, every day of your life, 9 to 5, in an office or in a, you know what I mean? That's unhealthy. That beats your mind. I don't work. I love what I do, and that's why I'm doing what I love. You know what I mean? That's why it's become a career for me, because I love it. I love what I do.
Life is like a game of chess. You only win if you make a move. And some moves may cause you to lose people. But that's just the name of the game. Either you don't move, you don't grow, and you keep everybody, or you move on and keep growing, keep going, and keep it uplifting.
And you can consider this my retirement from comedy. And in the future, if I want to say something funny or witty or do an impression, I will no longer ever do any of those things.
Does that include That's What She Said?
Yes.
Wow, that is really hard. You really think you can go all day long? Well, you always left me satisfied and smiling, so.
That's what she said!
Michael!
Come
Michael,
on,
please.
serious.
Please.
Come on.
People are not listening to you. Stop talking to them. That is the best piece of advice that I can give you. And what happens is that if you stop talking to people who aren't listening to you and start watching them instead, they will tell you what they're up to. But so if you have things to say them, but you find people that will listen, talk to them. The ones who aren't listening, pull back. Because you're devaluing what you have to say by offering it to an audience that does nothing but reject it.
Hey, you. They say that all good things must come to an end. Let's just hope that our friendship is the one exception to that. Lovely.
One of the things I tell young men, well, and young women as well, but young men really need to hear this more, I think, is that you should be a monster. You know, because everyone says, well, you should be harmless, virtuous. You shouldn't do anyone any harm. You should sheath your competitive instinct. You shouldn't try to win. You know, you don't want to be too aggressive. You don't want to be too assertive. You want to take a back seat and all of that. It's like, no. Wrong. You should be a monster, an absolute monster, and then you should learn how to control it.
Hey, you. You are one of the few things that actually bring joy in my life. And I really mean that. So thank you for being who you are. Lovely.
Here are 4 things you need to hear today. Number 1, don't take things so personal. What people say about you is a reflection of them, not you. Number 2, love didn't hurt you. Someone who did not know how to love you hurt you. Make sure you don't confuse the two. Number 3, some people will judge you for changing. Others will celebrate for you growing. The right circle will allow you to grow. They will help you grow. They will nourish your growth. They will celebrate your growth. They will want you to grow more than they would want to grow. The wrong circle will judge you for it. And number 4, sometimes you need to distance yourself to see things more clearly. Whether that's a relationship, a friendship, sometimes you need to take a step back to be able to analyze the situation and understand if it's good for you or not.
Having anxiety and depression is like being scared and tired at the same time. It's the fear of failure, but no urge to be productive. It's wanting friends, but hate socializing. It's wanting to be alone, but not wanting to be lonely. It's feeling everything at once, then feeling paralyzing numb.
I got problems with anxiety all day, every day. Shit, I got anxiety right now. But it's just like, just thinking about it, like, you know how sometimes your thoughts just so clouded in your head, you got 1,000,001 thoughts at one time, you damn near want to scream, like, there be so much times where my anxiety just get overbearing. I'm just like, what the fuck?
What's your greatest life lesson?
I think my greatest life lesson is live life in a way that if you couldn't say any words, people will know who you are by your actions.
I don't know the answer. Sometimes life is like this dark tunnel.
You can't always see the light at the end of the tunnel, but if you just keep moving, you will come to a better place.
Mind is like this water, my friend. When it is agitated, it becomes difficult to see. But if you allow it to settle, the answer becomes clear.
I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow, or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
Later, there comes a point in a man's life when he's got to face some facts. And one fact I got to face is that whatever it is that women like, I ain't got it. I chased after enough girls in my life. I went to enough dances. I got hurt enough. I don't want to get hurt no more. I just called up a girl this afternoon. I got a real brush off, boy. I figured I was past the point of being hurt, but that hurt. Some stupid woman who I didn't even want to call up. She gave me the brush. No, Ma, I didn't want to go to Stardust Ballroom because all that ever happened to me there was girls made me feel like I was a bug. I got feelings, you know. I had enough pain. No thanks, man.
See, as long as you, it's so cliche. If you don't give up, it's really hard to stop you.
Yeah.
Like if you're fucking relentless and refusing to let other people tell you who they think you are when they don't know you,
yeah,
it's gonna be really hard to stop that person who abides by that.
Yeah.
And that's what happened with me.
You can see it here, and you have the courage enough to speak it will happen.
A reason. And I believe the second return for me in boxing, because I had 3 years out the ring. I was down with depression and anxiety. I put on 147 pounds. I was taking drugs on a daily basis. I was drinking on a daily basis. I was gone. I was finished. The only place I ever thought that I'd ever end up was in a padded room somewhere. It was terrible. I was thinking about suicide every day. And I had nothing to be upset about. I was heavyweight champion of the world. I was 27 years old. I had money, fame, glory, a family, achievements, kids. Everything running so smooth, but it didn't matter because mental health will bring you to your knees if you let it.
I don't like what I do. I'm not a fan of my own work. You know, I'm just not interested in it. I'm interested in trying to get better at it, but it's not like I ever sit back and watch something. I go, oh, it's pretty fucking cool. I genuinely don't. I think that is completely, I don't think it does you any good. It's either good or it's not. If it's good, congratulations, keep moving.
Right.
That's how I look at things.
Right.
And then I'm also interested in so many other things, you know? Like right now, even though I've got a lot of stuff going on, I'm thinking about this fucking workout I have to do tomorrow morning, you know? Like, you know, I'm like, oh, because I know it's coming. And then tomorrow I'm like, oh, Jesus. And then once that kind of stuff, like having things that I know I'm committed to, that I know are brutal, and you either do it or you don't do it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
At the end of the day, you can't hurt me. You can't hurt a nigga that has no heart. This is one motherfucking thing you can't be afraid to do. Do not be afraid to treat people how they treated you. Do not be afraid to treat people how they treated you.
That will change your life, part 3. Confidence isn't walking into a room thinking you are better than everyone. It's walking into a room and not having to compare yourself to anyone at all.
Here's some advice. Don't be afraid to fail. Let failure be the motivator that keeps you going.
This is your friendly reminder to forgive and let go. Because that person that did you dirty in life, hating them and hanging on to resentment from like recycled past, it only affects you. It doesn't affect them. It's like drinking a poison and expecting someone else to die. Hanging on to resentment, recycling events over and over from the past and reliving it, wishing you had done something different or like cut that person out of your life sooner. There's no need. It's actually counterintuitive to your growth. So forgive them. Not for them, but for you. And forgive yourself. You're a little too hard on yourself. if you're anything like me.
I think, you know, pain is something that everybody goes through. That's just part of the human experience. Me, I don't like it. I like to just be happy and carefree, you know, and I feel like that's where it comes from. But I think it's important to experience the downs so you appreciate the ups more, 100%. And it does give you stuff to talk about, but I definitely don't try to put myself in those situations.
People here. There's too many people on this earth. We need a new plague. Who are all these people?
I wanted to read you a quote from 2013 that you said. It's really poignant, and I think it deserves to be read out in full, so just bear with me. I've lost my mind on this game, like Vincent van Gogh, dedicated his life to his art, and he lost his mind in the process. That's happened to me, but fuck it. When that gold belt is around my waist and my mother has a big mansion, my girlfriend has a car for every day of the week, and my kids' kids get everything they ever wanted, then it will pay. Then I'll be happy I lost my mind. Can you just reflect and talk to me about how that makes you feel hearing that in 2021?
You know, it's been some ride. I've got it done, and I'm up here, mad as a brush.
Shoulders, but it ain't a feather. I'm praying nowadays to get better.
Someone once told me that bad news was just good news in disguise.
Was this before she abandoned you?
Yes, it was. But the point being that even though things look bad, there's a rainbow around every corner.
You're doing your job, but why you gotta stop me from doing mine? Because if you're willing to go through all the battling you gotta go through to get to where you want to get, who's got the right to stop you? I mean, maybe some of you guys got something you never finished, something you really want to do, something you never said to somebody, something. And you're told no, even after you pay your dues. Who's got the right to tell you that? Who? Nobody. It's your right to listen to your gut. It ain't nobody's right to say no after you earn the right to be where you want to be and do what you want to do.
There's no medicine, you know the cure. And I could be lost. Of life inside no matter what we breed, we still are made of greed.
You are so fucking boring. Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you.
To all the young kids out there that's not the biggest, not the strongest, just keep pushing, because I'm not the biggest. I've been doubted a lot just because of my size, and really it just comes down to you put your mind to it, you can do it. No job is too big. If you put your mind to it, you can do it, and just keep believing in God, and you'll get where you want to be.
You take a drink of water, you risk your life, and nowadays you breathe and you risk your life. Every moment now. You don't have a choice. The only thing you can choose is what you're risking it for.
No idea what you said.
It means if there's something wrong, those who have the ability to take action have the responsibility to take action.
Life lesson. Love is not enough. Loving someone is not enough to make it in a relationship or to be a successful parent or child or anything. Love is not enough. You need more. It takes work, it takes dedication, it takes sacrifice.
Love is a dagger. It's a weapon to be wielded far away or up close. You can see yourself in it. It's beautiful. Until it makes you bleed. But ultimately, when you reach for it,
it isn't real.
Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it.
Still wondering why you haven't fucking started chasing your dreams yet? Do you want to look back 20 years from now and regret everything you never did? Do you want to live a life of someone else's dreams and not your own? Get the fuck after it!
Are you okay?
Well, I'm fine. It's just that life is pointless and nothing matters, and I'm always tired. Also, I can't sleep. I'm overeating. None of my old hobbies interest me.
The universe is not outside of you. Look inside yourself. Everything that you want, you already are.
Surround yourself with people that'll help you, that'll listen to you, that got your best interest. Whatever you want to do in life, find something that you don't mind doing for the rest of your life. Find something that you like. And even if it seems like it's impossible, it's very, very possible.
I'm tired of feeling the way I feel every day. I'm tired of how I feel. I'm tired of lying to myself, lying to people, and just being some piece of shit. And I always knew in the back of my mind I could be something special, but I knew the work it was gonna take was gonna kill me. I was afraid of that. I was afraid of the brutality and the suffering I was gonna have to endure. But I knew I could do something.
If you have an idea that you genuinely think is good, don't let some idiot talk you out of it. Now, that doesn't mean that every wild notion you come up with is going to be genius, but if there is something that you feel is good, something you want to do, something that means something to you, try to do it, because I think you can only do your best work if you're doing what you want to do, and if you're doing it the way you think it should be done, and if you can take pride in it after you've done it, no matter what it is, you can look at it and say, I did that, and I think it's pretty damn good. That's a great feeling. So don't let idiots talk you out of something that you think is good.
Hey! If you don't give up, you can't fail. Keep going.
I sit by myself, talking to the
Have to decide what kind of man you want to grow up to be, Clark, because whoever that man is, good character or bad, he's going to change the world.
I hate to say the thing like we all have the same 24 hours, but it's like, you know, go out there and get it, you know? And it's like you have to take action for the things you want if you truly care about them. So I feel like there's a lot of people out there who like dream big but aren't doing anything to get to that point. And I just don't have respect for those types of people.
I ain't trying to do what everybody else doing, just cause everybody doing what they all do. If one thing I know, I fall but I grow. I'm walking down this road of mine, this road that I call home. So am I wrong? Am I wrong for thinking that we could be something for real? Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, now am I wrong for trying to reach the things that I can't see? Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
One of the biggest things that teenagers struggle with is quick fixes, right? Yeah. So it's drinking to get drunk for that night, vaping, it gives you a quick nick fix, and then you're back to normal life.
It might help in the moment, but it's not gonna do anything in the long run except for make it worse.
You need to know that it's possible that two people can stay happy together forever.
In my opinion, the best thing you can do is find a person who loves you for exactly what you are.
I lost my mind. Know your worth. You are enough. You are worthy. You are powerful.
Hey, you! Congratulations. You have my heart.
which means that I really care about you. So, can you do me a favor and try not to break it into pieces? That would be nice. Lovely.
Bro, I'm glad you're here. Because dying together sucks a little less than dying alone.
Listen to your sister, Morty. To live is to risk it all. Otherwise, you're just an inert chunk of randomly assembled molecules drifting wherever the universe blows you. Oh, I'm sorry, Jerry. I didn't see you there. How much of that did you hear?
All of it. You were looking right at...
Your adventures are over.
Oh no. To live will be an awfully big adventure.
Money, you can buy a clock, but not time. Wow. With money, you can buy a bed, but not sleep. With money, you can buy food, but not appetite. With money, you can buy a doctor, but not good health.
You don't know how lucky you are. You can be with your father whenever you want. You can eat with him and argue with him. He's there for you. You know where my father is? No. Neither do I.
Slow down. Slow down, bruh. It's all good. You thinking too much, bro. You thinking way too much, bro. Bro, it's not even that deep. I'm telling you right now, it's not even that deep. But right now, bro, it feel like you got all type of things around you. Ah, shoot. You got school. Ah, shoot. You got basketball practice. You got football practice. Ah, shoot. You gotta get this job, bro. You gotta make this money to pay them bills. You gonna be out the streets, bro. Calm down. You worrying about you.
That's a lot of lust. Not a lot of love. Hey, bitch, not a lot of love.
It's a mindset now. It's a mindset now. Stay right there. Stay right there. Give out. It's about what your mind think now. Let's go. Let's go. Your arms gonna give out, man. Eat up. 1 second, boy. You do it. You do it. You do it. You do it. Last one. Last one. Last one. Now be a dog. Go get in the upright pose. Be a dog. Let's go. Get into it. Show yourself yo. That's right. Until you go up 35. 35.
It's all the life is
of commitment is almost an insult to the people who believe in you, and that's what I'm trying to tell myself. I said, there's people who believe in me, so this is what I'm telling myself right now, today. There's people that believe in me, and me having this half commitment. It's not who the fuck I am. It's not what my people. It's not what the people who believe in me deserve. And I want to, I want to give back to the people who believe in me and give them that belief, and prove that belief correct. So
no one can explain why you are alive. No one can save you but you. You have to put the mind into what you want to put the mind into. If you believe in something, you can achieve it.
I stopped believing in God when I realised it was just dog backwards.
What?
Well, when you think about it, G-O-D-D-O-G. It's like an anagram, but a backwards one, isn't it?
Right.
And then after that, I just stopped worrying about stuff. You only get one go round, I reckon. When you're dead, you're dead. So you can spend your time thinking about how things haven't gone perfect, or you can just get on with it, have a laugh and that. That's what I do. I'm pretty happy.
You are, aren't you? Yeah. Thanks, Neil. Thanks for that.
Your story may not have such a happy beginning, but that doesn't make you who you are. It is the rest of your story. Who you choose to be.
Your chances of being a great fighter or good enough to make a good living is about 100,000 to 1. And if you spend the most of your life trying to be a fighter and you get hurt or you don't make it, your whole life is ruined. It's too late to get education. It's too late to look for a trade or something to fall back on. I say, no, take your education, take your mind while you're quick for developing, go to school, learn to read, learn to write, be a mechanic, be a doctor, be a lawyer. Go now, learn, get your mind conditioned, spend one day Same with basketball, same with football, same with baseball. You can't be like Muhammad Ali or Joe Frazier. We are two little black boys who came up to be the biggest draws in the whole world. And don't think because I made it, I'm gonna tell you to go box. No, get your brains together, box the exercises, but get your brains together, get educated and get a trade, because you might not make it as two.
Is you're moving with intent, you're moving correctly, you're moving in a positive direction every day. Every day, you're getting one step better. And to do that, you just need to control the controllables, bro. The only thing you can control is your work ethic. When people notice you, the first thing they should notice about you is, I don't know how this guy finds the time to do what he does. That's why they should find inspiration in your work ethic. Before your talent, before anything else, it should be, I want to know how that guy works as hard as he does all the time. I want to know how he finds the energy to make shit happen like that all the time. If you just work as hard as you possibly can, for as long as you possibly can, you will reap the benefits of your work. I'm living proof of that. You can start with nothing. You can start from square one, bottom, nothing. You own nothing, and you work as hard as you can every single day, you will get to where you want to be. And that should be inspirational for you, because it's the only thing you control, bro. All the outside shit, all the opportunities, whatever comes, you can't control that. But what you can control is every day I'm gonna bust my ass. I like people who I see, he busts his ass. I'm trying to get like that guy. I gotta bust my ass today. If he's working like that, I could do it too. Every morning when you wake up, I gotta go hard today. I gotta get after it today. That's what's gonna make you get there, bro.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. You know, don't just write me off, yeah. You know what I mean?
All the time to keep you off my mind.
Hey, doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. Keep going.
Are you gonna say you wanna do something? Do it for 2 weeks and then quit? Like you did last year, like you did the year before last? You say you wanna lose weight, get in shape, get your business off the ground, and then turn around and party, get lit, eat like crap, and continue to live below who you were created to be. It is time. It is time to go from mediocre to meteoric. It is time to go from being counted out to being counted on.
Once you reach that mentality, my nigga, you will be able to accomplish a lot of things. Until, you know what I'm saying? You continue to try and please everybody, you're gonna live a depressed life. You're gonna continue to fail. You're gonna continue to make people just, I don't even know what, bro. But at the end of the day, you gotta live.
One thing I learned in life, you can never bring somebody up if they don't want to go up. You can't. No matter how good you think you are, no matter how much you want to tell them, you could help them. If they don't want to go up, there's nothing you can do. 100%. But the reverse is not true. Somebody bad can bring a good person down. They can. 100%. And the negative people can bring you down. So I stay away from negative people. Walk away from them.
What I tell people all the time, especially a lot of these youngsters, in life, you are who you hang out with.
Oh, no question.
That's it.
People who show no emotion have the most emotion.
Happiest people live the saddest lives. It's always that one friend who is considered the funny friend, or like the one who's always helping people out, and then no one's around, they have like the darkest shit going around. Like they just want to help people with their problems. They want to make people laugh, help people with stuff, you know, be there for people. I don't want to show people my problems. Like I don't want to talk about my problems either. I don't. Why should I bother people with my problems, you know what I'm saying?
Do you consider a dog to be a filthy animal?
I wouldn't go so far as to call a dog filthy, but they're definitely dirty. But dogs got personality. Personality goes a long way.
If I say I could do it, I could do it. And that's it. Ain't no stopping me. If I believe I could do it, I definitely could do it, no matter what it is.
Deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure.
Don't half-ass it. Don't half-ass it. Boy, that never goes out of style, does it? I mean, think about it. If you're gonna do something, if you've chosen to do something, whatever it is, easy, hard, if you give it your all and you don't half-ass it, win, lose, draw, get what you want, don't get what you want, whatever the outcome is, at least you're not gonna have to wonder, would the outcome have been different? What if I did give it my all? And boy, wondering that is what keeps us up at night.
Доставляет удовольствие. Each of us lives dependent and bound by our individual knowledge and our awareness. All that is what we call reality. However, both knowledge and awareness are equivocal. One's reality might be another's illusion.
We all live inside our own fantasies.
You don't know about real loss, because that only occurs when you love something more than you love yourself. I doubt you've ever dared to love anybody that much.
Oh, I don't care. Yeah, I don't care what people think. Like, I literally don't. If I were to care enough to what people think, then I wouldn't be doing what I'd be doing. Because no one's gonna like something that's different, but different will work eventually.
Sound in my heart, the beat goes on and on and on and on. That boom, clap,
I see now that the circumstances of one's birth are irrelevant. It is what you do with the gift of life that determines who you are.
Try and imagine what it will be like to go to sleep and never wake up. Think about that. You will find out, among other things, that it will pose the next question to you. What was it like to wake up after having never gone to sleep? That was when you were born.
Phone down, bro. The reason why you don't love yourself is because you on social media too much, looking at everybody else's lives. Now you get to comparing your life to everybody else. You feel me? So then when you get to comparing yourself to everybody else, you like, dang, they life like this, my life like this. Dang, I want to be like them. Nigga, be like you. You feel what I mean? Nigga, stop trying to be another nigga. How about you just be you, and then you gonna be happy.
My friends are dead, push me to the edge. No, but at least you're happy. Cause like I got someone to get down with this boy.